Welcome to the Get Fit Guy's quick and dirty tips to slim down and shape up. In the episode Do Muscle Building Supplements Work last week, you learned about whether protein and creatine are safe and effective ways to build muscle. In today's episode, you'll learn about two more slightly less well-known but still very popular additions to muscle-building supplements, nitric oxide and beta-alanine. If you need to know how muscle-building supplements actually work, be sure to listen to part 1 via the link that I'll put in the show notes. So let's start with nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is actually a gas made up of one molecule of nitrogen and one molecule of oxygen. A completely natural gas that can be synthesized by your body, nitric oxide acts as a signaling molecule to promote blood vessel relaxation, which is why nitric oxide was termed, when initially discovered, endothelium-derived relaxation factor. Endothelium is part of the lining of your blood vessels, and when blood vessels in your body relax, they dilate or get bigger and carry more blood. We don't need to get into the nitty-gritty details, but Viagra actually operates via a mechanism that keeps blood vessels in a specific part of a man's body nice and relaxed so that there's lots of dilation and bigness. The promise that nitric oxide could make your muscles bigger relies on a similar principle. Specifically, that nitric oxide causes blood vessel dilation, which causes more blood flow to a muscle, which increases nutrient and oxygen delivery to the muscle, which causes greater muscle growth and strength, hypothetically. However, as mentioned earlier, nitric oxide is a gas. So contrary to popular belief, when you consume a muscle-building supplement that promises something like maximum nitric oxide release, there isn't actually any nitric oxide in that supplement, unless the supplement happens to come in a big gas tank with a mask, which it doesn't. Instead, nitric oxide supplements all contain the active ingredient arginine, and when arginine is metabolized by your body, one of the byproducts is nitric oxide. Now, during my graduate studies in biochemistry, I wrote a very long paper about nitric oxide. Unfortunately, that paper is sitting in my old college computer's hard drive in a garbage landfill somewhere in North Idaho. But the paper was a research review of whether nitric oxide could actually improve exercise performance. The ultimate conclusion of my paper, which was written in 2005, was that while there was sufficient evidence to suggest that nitric oxide could improve oxygen and nutrient delivery to muscle tissue during exercise, there was insufficient evidence that nutrition supplements designed to increase nitric oxide levels actually cause this effect, and insufficient evidence that this effect could improve exercise performance. Not much has changed in the past 5 years. While nitric oxide will certainly increase blood flow and make the veins in your arms look very big, the size and strength it bestows are notoriously overpromised. Furthermore, the amount of arginine necessary to cause sufficient nitric oxide release could cause some unpleasant side effects. Some of the most common side effects include nausea, mild to severe headaches, diarrhea, rapid heartbeat, and drop in blood pressure, dry mouth, excessive sweating, and skin irritation. If you take nitric oxide and it makes you feel better, bigger, or more powerful, then by all means, carry on. However, my quick and dirty tip for supplements like this is to try it for a workout at your home before you head to the gym and risk potential for an embarrassing rush to the bathroom or inconvenient end to your workout. Next, let's talk about beta-alanine. Beta-alanine is an amino acid, and to understand how it works, you must also be introduced to another amino acid called carnosine. Carnosine is present in high concentration in muscle fibers, and it helps to neutralize that burn you feel when you exercise or lift weights. When you consume beta-alanine, it directly increases your intramuscular carnosine levels, thus helping you to exercise harder without getting fatigued as quickly. There have been many recent promising studies on beta-alanine, and it has been found to increase time to fatigue, improve the total amount of weight and number of repetitions that can be performed during weight training, and increase work performed during a bicycle test. But no studies have actually shown that beta-alanine can actually help you build muscle or make your muscles bigger. Furthermore, nearly every study that exists which shows a beneficial effect from supplementing with beta-alanine was funded by a company that produces and sells beta-alanine. As far as side effects go, the most commonly experienced side effect is called paresthesia, and it's an itchy, prickly sensation on your skin, which is even more pronounced when you take beta-alanine with carbohydrates, and it lasts for about 1 to 2 hours. But no beta-alanine trials have exceeded 3 months, so no long-term safety data actually exists on beta-alanine. Proceed at your own risk. Now, I have personally used all the supplements that I reviewed in this 2-part series on muscle-building supplements. When I was a bodybuilder, I used to use nitric oxide supplements until I realized I was wasting my money and could just get arginine instead. Now that I'm not doing much flexing on stage, I don't use nitric oxide. But before a hard workout, I actually do use creatine and beta-alanine because I like the way they make me feel during and after a workout, and I feel I can exercise harder when I use beta-alanine because my muscles burn less. I do notice my muscles get bigger faster when I use creatine. Finally, after a workout and occasionally for an evening snack, I use whey protein. I'm not claiming these supplements will work for everyone, and when it comes to building significant muscle, none are a good replacement for consistent exercise and hard work. But after listening to this series, hopefully you're informed enough to make a better choice about what to try and what might actually work for you. If you have questions, be sure to engage in the discussion over at the Get Fit Guys Facebook page by going to facebook.com and doing a search for Get Fit Guy. You can also, of course, tune into my tips at Twitter at twitter.com/getfitguy. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the free newsletter, you can do so at getfitguy.quickanddirtytips.com. I send out exclusive videos and information in the newsletter that you can't get anywhere else. And until next time, this is Ben Greenfield, the Get Fit Guy, asking you, what are you waiting for? Go get fit.